consistent metadata management for both physical or for electronic records will make it easier for you to find the records, make it easier for you to do things like legal discovery on the records, make it faster and easier for you to execute automatically a lot of the workflows that we've talked about with our business process management capability.
So we wanted to actually show you the points of integration, because this is something that we're not just talking about, we have done. We've spent a lot of time working with customers and doing the actual development between the applications. So let's take a moment and look at how that actually transacts between the two systems. There are 4 key use cases that we're going to highlight. First, the development of the file plan. You want to have one file plan to classify your information regardless of its format or media. So the same rules apply to both physical and electronic. Then you want to have the ability, if we look at it from a unification standpoint, that you have a electronic record system managing all of your content, keeping it locked down in one repository, and we want to combine the physical records workflow to that same system so that you have the two working together. And we want to manage that entire life cycle, making sure that we're automating the business process, but we're also ensuring that you're keeping the right information for the right amount of time. So applying your attention to all of the records. And then you want to have that inventory, now that you have control over the information, regardless of its format, to have one central place where you can place things on hold and be assured that that hold is enforcing the management of that information, whether it's for litigation, for audits, and the ability to audit the fact that it's placed on hold, to control what releases it from hold, and to manage that entire process. So let's take a look at the applications, and first showing them layered together. The FileNet application uses the record categories, and you can see how we have a tiered file plan in our example with the Magellan Travel Company. Now if I look at the interface for the physical records, so within Accutrac, we're actually using that same file plan, so it's pulling from one common source, and you're able to use that. So the classification of records, whether they're in an electronic format in FileNet or they're being managed through the physical process within Accutrac, are following the same classification and being managed according to the same rules. Now at the same time, for your physical records, we're tracking the typical things. So looking at the example of a box, we're tracking the metadata, we're generating the barcode labels, we're tracking its circulation. All this information gets fed back into FileNet. So as the workflow for the physical records is being managed, they're being requested, retrieved, put in boxes, sent to storage. That's all being updated automatically within FileNet. So as transactions occur, portable readers, for barcoding, stationary readers, all the location information in real time is being tracked within FileNet. Now the lifecycle and the retention is tracking the disposition codes. So as these are set up and your rules are managed within FileNet, how long information is to be maintained, when it's eligible for destruction, and the disposal process is enacted. The same rules are being followed within Accutrac. So you have one system creating the rules for retention and applying the disposition to the items themselves. So everything has happened in the normal course of business in a consistent manner. Now the ultimate case is in the event of litigation, people wanting to ensure that their information is placed on hold and nothing is falling through the cracks. So in order to do that, having a single system, so in FileNet, we're actually able to manage and administer the hold process. Frank mentioned how dynamic holds apply within FileNet. So you set up the criteria, and even new records and information as it's being entered and captured in the system are applied to the holds that are in force. Now the same information is being used within the physical system, so it takes the holds and applies it to the inventory for your physical records. Again, one common system to manage all of the information in a uniform manner. Now we have case studies, we have live implementations. This is developed and we are able to show it to you. So we are both here at the show floor. We appreciate everyone online who has been following along and participating, but we're very anxious to show you how this works in your environment and to leverage the relationships that we have together with Iron Mountain and IBM.